What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So, as we all know, a few months back, we had the tragic situation out there in LA. No, that was down in Florida. Sorry. That the Indian guy who was here illegally, had illegal paperwork, all types of stuff, drove from California to Florida and caused that huge accident. Well, it wasn't an accident. It was just crazy because he was here illegally. Sorry, but caused that tragedy on the Florida highway where three people were, sadly taken away from us. So it has happened again here. Now we have another person here who's here illegally that's gotten hold to all this information to be able to drive on the highways with these huge semi trucks with thousands upon thousands of pounds of energy that's traveling down the highway. And yet again, there's been another tragedy that has hit the fan. So we're going to dive off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
That as it moves its way through the courts.
New this morning, the Trump administration slamming Democrats after reports an illegal alien was involved in yet another deadly crash. Earlier this week, a 21-year-old illegal alien from India was arrested and charged with gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. Officials say Jashansan Preet Singh was driving a semi-truck that crashed into multiple vehicles on a Southern California freeway, killing 3 people. Singh was first arrested by Border Patrol in 2022 after crossing the border illegally, but then released into the U.S. as a result of Biden's open border policies. Police said Singh, who could not speak English and failed a road sign test, was driving drunk and never hit the brakes before the crash.
Now, here's the issue. Who is around here giving these illegals that can't even speak English all this paperwork, all this legal paperwork to make them seem legal? He can't even speak English. He can't even spell his own name in English. And we have to wonder who's trying to set us up over here in America. Who's really behind these individuals that are getting all this legal documentation to be able to go and get these jobs and stuff like that American citizens are clamoring for, but they don't want to pay them the proper wages. They're probably paying these individuals here pennies on the damn dollar to drive these trucks. It doesn't matter to these truck entities and these corporations, stuff like that. They don't care. It's a sad situation that we're living in here, with these disrespectful people that are allowing these individuals to drive our semi trucks across the highways when they can't even speak proper English or read road signs. Let's go here now.
Tonight, this dash cam video of a chain reaction crash that left 3 people dead on a California highway, now at the center of an investigation and the debate over immigration. The driver behind the wheel of a tractor trailer facing charges of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated for causing that horrific crash on the 10 freeway east of Los Angeles. 21-year-old Jashanpreet Singh of India was driving with a valid California commercial license, but ICE officials say he was in the country illegally. It comes months after another deadly crash in Florida. The Department of Homeland Security says this driver, also with a California commercial driver's license and in the country illegally, allegedly made a reckless U-turn on the Florida Turnpike, causing a crash that also killed 3 people. California officials say that driver in Florida had a work permit at the time he was issued a license. Tonight, this latest crash in California is under federal investigation, and among the victims killed, a high school basketball coach and his wife. And tonight, the White House weighing in.
These tragedies are following a disturbing pattern of these criminal illegal aliens being issued commercial vehicle licenses. And so, yes, the Department of Transportation is absolutely cracking down on that.
And Florida's Attorney General is now asking the Supreme Court to prevent states like California from issuing commercial driver's licenses to people in the country illegally, saying it's a matter of public safety. Matt Govern.
It is a matter of public safety. Thank you to Florida. I guarantee you, the governor out there, he's on top of things. Gavin Newsom is completely trash. This is horrible that this man is allowing California to go this way with his politics and also with his policies to allow these types of individuals to gain legal access to our trucking system. These people, it's no telling what these people are carrying. It's no telling what these people, who they know, what they're adding on, stopping places, adding on inside these trucks. It's no telling what these people are really trafficking all across America. And we're sitting around here thinking this shit is a game. When we have a bunch of illegal people with legal documentation that's just been given to them, they barely can speak any home language and stuff like that, but they're just roaming around America free. This makes no sense. And we're in dire straits over here. This is horrible fucking conditions. Horrible conditions, people.
Details about the undocumented driver charged in connection to that deadly chain reaction crash in Ontario.
Well, today, the driver made his first appearance before a judge, pleading not guilty. And Eyewitness News reporter Leticia Juarez is live with details and how he was able to legally get a commercial driver's license. Leticia.
Well, David, I can tell you this. Singh was able to obtain his commercial driver's license through both state and federal processes that were in place at the time for him to do so. Those processes, though, changed on a federal level back on September 26th, just about a month ago. And it was then that he was able to obtain a credible, valid driver's license. But now he stands accused, of course, of manslaughter.
So basically, he snuck in probably right before it changed and stuff like that. They whoever it was, wherever he got the documentation from, whatever office, stuff like that, they snuck him on in there as fast as they got him in there as fast as possible.
While driving intoxicated. Shackled and wearing an orange jail jumpsuit, 21-year-old Jashin Preet Singh appeared in a Rancho Cucamonga courtroom to face charges of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and driving under the influence causing injury. Dashcam video shows the horrifying moment. Investigators say Singh, behind the wheel of a Freightliner truck, plowed through several stopped cars, killing 3 people. In court, Singh pled not guilty through his public defender with an interpreter by his side. Now federal officials say this tragedy never.
I've always wondered, when we catch people like this in these types of situations, and the footage and the evidence is overwhelmingly clear. It's overwhelmingly clear that these people are truly guilty. Why are you in court trying to plead not guilty? I don't understand that. I don't understand that mindset. Like, the evidence is overwhelmingly clear. We could clearly see that you did this crime. It's you on camera. You're right there. And you're going to plead not guilty in court. Man, screw that. Just plead guilty, take your sentence, and get the hell on with it. This is wild out here. I don't understand these lawyers, bro. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know how you think you're going to beat this case. It's really cut and dry.
Should have happened. The Department of Transportation released what it is calling a, quote, bombshell report, accusing California of violating federal law by allowing Singh to continue driving when he should have been disqualified. The report says that the state failed to enforce an emergency rule issued in September, one that tightened license requirements for all non-U.S. citizens. In June, California issued Singh, who is an asylum seeker, a restricted non-domicile commercial driver's license with a K restriction limiting driving to in-state. Then in September, the federal government paused all issuances of non-domicile CDLs. In October, Singh turned 21, and his K restriction was removed, which DOT officials say if California had followed the new rule, Singh's license would have been denied because of his status as an asylum seeker.
Right. Jesus, man. And this is where we at now. So we got innocent people gone. Just gone for no reason because they allowed this bat to be over here. They already tried to get rid of him at one point. He snuck over here under the previous administration. Okay. And now a year later, he was able to obtain legal documentation to be just roaming around America, driving our trucks. This is, man, this has got to end here. This has got to end. We're having too many people perish because of this, this stupidity and this lack of concern for actual American citizens, for actual taxpayers. But listen, look, yeah, they want our taxpayer money to go to health care for this idiot right here. This ramming a semi truck into everybody, but they want to give him free health care. Okay, then. Okay, y'all want to give him free health care. Then you wondering why the government is shut down right now. Nobody wants to give this bat free health care. Not anybody in their right mind. Let's keep going. This is crazy.
Another deadly truck crash involving an illegal immigrant driver. Police say the 21-year-old Indian national was on drugs, never even touched his brakes before he caused a fiery crash that killed 3 people in Southern California on Tuesday. He was released into the United States during the Biden administration after crossing the southern border illegally. That was back in 2022. Reaction from acting ICE Director Todd Lyons in moments, but first to our William LaJeunesse, who's following the stories live in Los Angeles. That video, William, is nothing short of horrific.
Yeah, he never slowed down. But John, you know, many of these incidents never make national news. Remember the Oklahoma Highway Patrol? They arrested 125 illegal immigrants driving big rigs at a single checkpoint. 85% had a commercial driver's license the feds said they never should have had. Just like this driver, as you mentioned, Jashanpreet Singh, an Indian national arrested Tuesday on 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. He's in court later today. The crash happened outside L.A. Singh, on an 18-wheeler, slams into the back of an SUV before plowing into multiple other vehicles in the same lane, then crashing into those 2 trucks on the shoulder.
The driver was transported for injuries to a local hospital, and at the hospital he was arrested for driving under the influence of drugs.
Singh's not alone. A few months ago in Florida, you remember this illegal immigrant with a California CDL killed 3 during an illegal U-turn. Then California also gave a CDL to this semi-driver who killed a motorist in Texas. The trucker only spoke Mandarin. And
Jesus, man, what is going on in California? Man, y'all got to do something in California. At this point, maybe we need to excommunicate California from America. Maybe we need to do that, because obviously they're not trying to turn California around. They keep allowing these type of individuals that have snuck over here and been over here for years now, and just giving them legal access to our high-powered vehicles to roam the damn highways. And like I said previously, it's no telling what they're sneaking around with these semi trucks.
check out this post last week from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy of a foreign driver headed into oncoming traffic.
You are going the wrong way down the freeway. You are committing a felony right now. Okay, what I'm doing, sir?
So now listen to the U.S. driver again try to communicate in plain English what to do next.
Turn your hazard lights on for one. Turn your hazard lights on now. Your hazard lights, your blinkers. Your blinkers, turn your hazard lights on. They're on, okay.
So the federal audit found California had issued 62,000 CDLs to drivers who entered illegally, John, or do not have a permanent legal status as required by the feds.
62,000? Jesus.
California sanctuary laws prohibit asking applicants their immigration status. Governor Newsom said there's not a problem. Back to you.
Did I hear you right? Did you say 62,000?
That's correct.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a federal audit.
William LaJeunesse for us. William, thank you so much. Let's bring in the acting ICE Director, Todd Lyons. I was really taken aback with what William just said, that California gave out 62,000 CDL licenses. What do you make of that?
Well, John, what's even scarier than that is some of those were real IDs, right? So those individuals who aren't supposed to be in the country, anyways, can get on commercial aircraft, can travel. Now they have CDLs where they're transporting hazardous goods. And John, just think about this. That's just California. When you think about all these other sanctuary states that are doing the same thing, there are so many states that are giving these CDL drivers licenses to people that shouldn't be in the country anyways. This individual yesterday, he crossed the border in 2022 Unfortunately, under the last administration and the catch and release policies, Border Patrol had to let him go. And now look, we've had people lose their lives and more people are injured. It's really shocking that more people aren't up in arms about this, because this is totally wrong. These are all preventable accidents, but yet 63,000 illegal aliens have commercial driver's licenses, are on the road transporting God knows what, and can do more damage than anything just like that we saw in the video.
Yeah, these are called CDLs, the non.
Wow. Yeah. It is what it is at this point. Jesus, man. But this is where we at, man. Man, something got to be done about California. That they're out there allowing this type of craziness to go on, bro. And just releasing these bats to the rest of us over here in America. Jesus, man. You know, my prayers go out to both situations, the one in Florida and the one that just happened, you know, with these people who, you know, perished basically for no reason, you know. And to sit here and Gavin Newsom talking about he don't see anything wrong. It's like, how you don't see anything wrong when people are literally perishing for no reason because you want to go against, you know, basically Trump or whatever, you know, with your craziness. You don't want to actually protect the people in your state or anywhere else in America. You are allowing these bats to get legal documentation, real IDs, be able to come and go when they please, stuff like that. And these bats are a danger to America, and it's danger to everybody else. They're dangerous. And they have to go. Thank God that Trump is making moves to get these individuals up out of here. You know, definitely I like that, because this is crazy right here. Hopefully we can capture we say over 60-something thousand illegals got access to drive our semi-trucks across America. If that don't blow your mind, I don't know what will. Because they won't give these jobs to American citizens because they're so fucking cheap and don't want to pay the actual price of the American citizen that worked hard, studied hard, and did the due diligence in order to be able to actually work these semi-trucks and drive our roads with respect. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.